Right, we're still here at the Sydney International EV Show, and joining me is Connell Yan, the Managing Director of Zeekr Australia and New Zealand. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Richard.
Fantastic cars here today. I mean, what do you think of the highlight of your standards as far as vehicles go?
Well, we are really excited because we have been planning for the launch wave after wave of kind of communication participation in all these shows for months. So finally we are here. And most interestingly, it's not only are we showcasing the two models that we're launching in Australia and potentially, hopefully in the future, as soon as possible in New Zealand as well, the Zeekr X, a small SUV, as well as the MPV 009.
Yes.
We're also showcasing for the first time in the Australian market, two left-hand drive models we brought from China.
Yes.
Two great performance monster. The first one here is called 001 FR. 1,265 horsepower, quad motor, 0 to 100, 2.02 seconds.
Yes.
So
I'm loving it. Just keep talking.
and then the second car there, in China, local market, it's called the 007, but here overseas, we call it the luxury performance sedan,
Right.
RPS. And that car, once again, you can tell already from the look, it's very sporty, 0 to 100, 2.84 seconds. Another car that you would enjoy throwing around on a track environment any day.
And a very bold colour choice too.
Absolutely.
That car looks fantastic. Now, I guess the X is going to be, I guess, the main volume and starting point for the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when is that coming into Australia?
Actually, it has already arrived.
Yeah.
So we have started delivering this car already since October, but in small batches in the beginning, and then gradually ramp up as we go into next year. So the X, actually, we have already started selling and started delivering. The 009 will be announcing the pricing today.
Yes.
Later through a press release, and then delivery of the 009 will start at the end of December, early January.
Now, where do you pitch the Zeekr brand in New Zealand and Australia? I mean, we're talking mainstream, upper mainstream, up into the premium prestige market. I mean, where does it sit? I guess both from a brand aspiration point of view, but also from a pricing point of view.
I believe, Rich, you can provide us with a lot of good insights on how we should correctly position our brand in New Zealand. But generally, I think we would like to be positioned in the premium segment, because as you can see from the products, all the touch of the materials, everything is a very premium car. So therefore, like in Australia, for example, we're the first Chinese brands to come into the premium segment, whereas most other fellow brands from China are more in the mass segment. And our brand is very much focusing on the three pillars of design, technology, and performance. Our design team are all from Gothenburg in Sweden. Also, we have R&D in Gothenburg, Sweden, as well as China. In terms of performance, as mentioned already, crazy performance, and also technology-wise, we are a very high-tech company. We're not just a car company. In China, actually, we have battery factories where we build factories for our sister brands as well. Our SEA architecture platform, the chassis, is also shared to our sister brands. So all these things are in-house. And of course, on top of that, we have charging infrastructure in China. We build our own chargers, own home chargers, which is what we're providing to customers here. So therefore, I believe, I understand there will be differences between the Australian and New Zealand market, but generally we're targeting into the premium segment.
Now, specifically about New Zealand, when will we expect the cars?
Hopefully as soon as possible, because New Zealand, it's a market that we value a lot. We think it's a very important market for us. At the moment, we're finalizing the final details. Hopefully we can bring the brand to Australia latest by the end of this year, if not early into 2025.
So New Zealand by the end of this year, potentially?
Hopefully, if not latest by early next year.
And will you be coming to New Zealand as Zeekr, or will you be working with a partner in New Zealand to launch their brand?
We'll be adopting a distributorship model in New Zealand, contrary to Australia, where we use a franchise dealership model, which we believe a good partner, a right partner, will be the right approach for the New Zealand market.
And you'll be looking to have representation in Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch?
I would say so, yes.
Can you give us an indication on who that partner will be?
Not at the moment, unfortunately, but once again, we look forward to announcing that in a very short term.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. So Zeekr, hopefully by the end of 2024, the X will come first and the 009, then maybe some of this more exotic stuff.
Absolutely. So therefore, if we can gather more information from the New Zealand potential audience about these two models, let us know, because we're a brand that would like to listen to the market. If there's sufficient interest expressed in any other models that, apart from the one that we plan to launch, we're happy to look into any possibilities.
Fantastic. Good. Great. Thank you so much for that. That's Connell from Zeekr Australia and New Zealand.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.